welcome to Channel 4's Rectum News. Today we have some real juicy stories for ya, but first, I'm sure that channel name managed to catch your attention, didn't it? I can explain a little bit on the name, so kind of a funny story. One of our reporters is Mexican, his name is Mario,
It's me,
and
Mario.
he has very limited vocabulary, and so the name was actually supposed to be Straight News. But you see, there's a little bit of a language barrier there where straight in Spanish is a recto. So you could probably see the correlation to rectum that a reporter made, you know, recto, rectum, you know. And he was supposed to be the one to submit the paperwork for the trademark for that name. And so now we're kind of stuck with this name. Regardless, we still love Mario. You know, he's a very hard worker, and for some reason, his favorite phrase around me is Chupar la verga. I don't really know what that means, but he says it with such a lovely smile, and quite honestly, I feel honored. Such a nice guy. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get right into the news. Over the past couple of years, there's been a trend going on about a phenomenon known as Florida Man, and all of these guys' crazy stories about how they fight geese while riding unicycles or killing a whale with a beach umbrella. And the point is, Florida is not a safe place to visit anymore when there is a chance you'll get beaten to death with a Logitech joystick controller. Like, damn, Florida, you scary. But here's one case that happened recently. Just last week, as a matter of fact, at 3 p.m. somewhere around some swampy area. We didn't really get the exact coordinates. This one guy wearing a dress wanted to, how did he describe it? Tame a gator. So this dude snuck right behind this giant beast, but just as soon as he locked into position, he felt his urine pouring down his leg. That is when he realized he was not about that life. Unfortunately for him, the gator probably smelled the urine, and he quickly turned around, launched up his skirt, and snatched onto his testicles. He done did the spinny thing, turned around, and disappeared into the swamp. Now, I did not mention this, but he was not wearing any underpants. Not that that would have made a difference, you know. But, you know, just wanted to throw that in there. And, we've managed to get an interview with this poor soul. Here it is.
So yeah, it was a pretty scary experience. Been watching a lot of anime and superhero movies, and I feel like they probably had a little bit of an influence on my actions. See, my plan involved a very complex strategy to use my willpower and energy to assert my dominance over the creature. And I gotta say, it did not work out so well. It did not work out. Luckily, my penis is still very well intact. Considering the length of it, I'm surprised it did not manage to get a little nibble out of it. To give you some perspective, I use size 16 shoes, and you know what they say about big feet.
Such a tragic story. In other news, Homer Simpson has been shot dead in downtown Los Santos. Yeah, so apparently he attempted to steal some donuts after a store clerk refused to provide him service, as they believed he had the sexually transmitted infection, hepatitis C. Yeah, that's a rough one. Here we can see what led to the shooting in this CCTV footage. The confrontation started out with yelling and some profanity, and then it quickly got violent. Yeah, that's some crazy shit right there. Alright, before we end today's session, we have to talk about today's sponsor, McLovin's Condoms. Have you ever wanted a more pleasurable sex experience? Well, with McLovin's Condoms, you will get just that. Scientifically proven, 3 out of 6 men tend to ejaculate prematurely, and a group of well-known and highly educated scientists banded together to create the perfect solution. These highly tested condoms have been tested thoroughly and have saved thousands of male penises. Here are some of the reviews.
Yeah, you know, I hate to admit it, but I've been suffering from limpiness for the past 4 years and 3 quarters. And McLovin's condoms have worked miracles.
Yeah, so my wife threatened to leave me if I didn't sort out my premature sperm situation. With McLovin's, we've managed to reduce our divorce rate by 66%.
You see, so many happy souls, and all thanks to McLovin's condoms. Legally, we are required to inform you that McLovin's condoms can cause severe chemical burns, chemical castration, and possibly death. And with that, Channel Rectum News signing out.